just wanna stay here with you. You are a angel, so I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. You are my favorite song. I am a lucky one. 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 The seasons change, but you're the same. Your love is constant. You've never lost it. Your voice is calling out my name. It makes me miss you, even when I'm with you. Oh, nobody wants to go it alone, and I just wanna stay here with you. You are a angel, so I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. You are my favorite song. I am a lucky one. 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 I am a lucky one.
A speedy welcome to the show for everyone. This is the Speed Lane on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And I am your host on the show this morning. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, and I'm here with.
Felicity Girgir
and Rita Shamiga.
And the Speed Lane is where we'll talk about issues that affect our lives, our communities, and even our society at large. Now, today is Wednesday, the 12th day of August 2026, and I hope that your Wednesday has started off smoothly and it's going well. Now, today on the Speed Lane, we are going to be talking about child hawking. Walk through some of our streets, bus stops, markets, and busy roads. You find children maybe selling different things. Some are carrying fruits and vegetables, some are selling snacks and drinks. Some move from one vehicle to another, approaching drivers and passengers with whatever they have to sell. And when you see these children, one question easily comes to mind: why is this child out here selling at this age? Because some of them are really young. But then there is another side to the story, right? There must be another side to the story, right? And why maybe some families even would allow children of those ages to actually go out there, to work. But then is there something better that they can actually do, instead of maybe putting them in some situations that might even lead them to maybe even places that they shouldn't have ended up, or maybe something even happening to some of these children, simply because they were in those kind of situations, out there hawking. Now, that is what we are going to be talking about this morning on the Speed Lane. You also can call in and be part of the show. Number for you to call is 090-3648 5868.
That's 090-3648-5868.
And we are also streaming live on Facebook at Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Marketing. So you can watch live on Facebook and even leave a comment if you have something to say. This morning on the Speed Lane, we are talking about child hawking. Rita, what is child hawking?
So child hawking is the act whereby children carry, just as you said, vegetables or goods from one place to another to sell, to make money, to be able to survive. Or maybe they are selling these products for a particular person, like a business. So there are children now that work for people, not even their families, where they carry these goods around and then sell them to be able to bring back the gains to the owners of those goods.
Okay. And have you seen that yourself, or you just know the definition?
Yes, no, I've seen it by myself like a couple of times. I mean, we live in a society where that has become a norm now.
Okay,
so yes.
This part of the world is like
Yes,
you just don't, and then it's everywhere. Felicity, Your mouth is itching to say something.
Well, child hawking for me is, when a child carries goods and services and is selling them on roads, in markets, between vehicles, just to earn money.
Okay.
And I've seen it a lot as well.
Okay.
Yes.
But has any of you ever, like, when you were a child, did you ever hawk?
No.
Okay.
No.
Rita, did you ever?
Yes.
Okay.
At some point in my life, I had to.
Okay.
Yes.
For me, I never hug, but sometimes when like we are stubborn at home, my dad will just threaten us like, it's because you people are here, you people don't know what other children out there are doing.
Okay.
Very soon, if you continue being stubborn, I'll put pure water, you carry pure water on your head
And go and sell it
And go and
as
sell it
well.
outside.
Now, is there any problem, with children hawking?
Yes. For me, I
Okay.
believe that there's a problem because there are certain age that like is going to be okay, but children, let me say children from like 5, there's definitely something wrong with it because imagine like sometimes they don't know how to like even cross roads properly. I can't count how many times I've like helped a child to cross. I can't count how many times I've helped a child to cross the road, and then sometimes they're not even aware of like their surroundings and all of that. I remember there was some time back I was hearing stories about kidnapped children, and then they were selling, and these children, they were actually like hawking, and then because they were not really aware of all these things, they got kidnapped. And so for me, I believe that there's a problem with children hawking because it's more of like they don't know like what they are doing, and like they are not really aware.
But they're
And
not
then-
all children. Specific
There's
ages.
specific ages because
Okay.
at some point, like a child is someone that is like able to like, okay, they know, they can differentiate right from wrong, and they can like know like, okay, this is how to cross the road, because that particular thing about crossing the road is actually very important because it's more of like a child getting into an accident because he or she did not know how to properly cross the road, so they are just like walking across without checking for
Yes, and
vehicles.
when it comes to that thing, when I'm on bike, I often see maybe children that are getting insulted, like move away from
yes,
some of them carry something on their head, and then you see one that is eating you have granules on your head, but then you're eating granules and your skirt is falling to one side, something they're holding it, trying to hold down, and they see it, and then the bike man will just say, come on for all those
off for it,
come off for road and all those this thing
And
like
not
that.
not just that, not even the harsh reality of life that they go through every day, but then there are so many of them that have actually been knocked down by vehicles. Some could not survive it. And I guess early last year I was going to school, and there was this girl that had sachet water in a rubber, and she carried it on her head and she was walking around. And you know that within this market axis is so busy there most times.
Okay.
And she wanted to cross, and the other bus driver, they blocked her, and she wasn't able to see the other end of the road, and she just entered the road, and that was how a big truck just knocked her down. In fact, it was so bad that she just died at the spot.
Okay.
And
So
then-
there are so many children that lose their lives on a daily basis because of this hawking, and even the sides of kidnapping. Some of them, they'll say, come, let me give you change, follow me, let me give
Yes,
you change,
let me
and
give
they
you
just
change.
take the children to where they do not know.
And then
So-
also exploitation, because many people, when they see that is a child that is selling, they just
That
want
one
to
that
take advantage
you can
of
easily
Mhm. They just want to take advantage of them. So it's more of like, okay. And then I even saw a situation where a very small boy, I don't think he'll be more than 6 or 7, and then he was sent out to hawk, and then I think somebody stole his money or something like that, and then he got back home and he was telling his guardians that, they stole the money, I don't have the money anymore. If you see the beating they gave him, and I'm looking at that and thinking like, is it even his fault? Because what does he know? Like, what does he actually know that he's being sent out to hawk? Why would somebody not take advantage of him?
All right, it's the Speed Lane on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and this morning on the show we are talking about child hawking. You also can call in and be part of the show, and the number for you to call is 090-3648-5868.
That's 090-3648-5868.
Why do some families allow children, with those little ages, little children, to actually go out there to hawk? Let's talk about that today, and we are also streaming live on Facebook at Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Marketing. So you can watch live on Facebook and even leave a comment if you have something to say. Child hawking. Why do some families, allow children certain ages, where you can say a child of of maybe even 5, 7, like you are talking
Yes.
about out there on the road hawking, why do some families allow things like that? You can call in and let us hear from you. If you're one yourself, maybe we can hear from, is it the horse's mouth they call it, or someone,
Okay.
yes, if you're one yourself, tell us about it. Maybe there are reasons or some things that some realities that you see that you feel like, okay, people that are sitting at a different side, might not
not
be
see.
able to see. Rita, why do you think that some families actually do that?
Okay, so first there was this day, sorry, I saw a family. There were up to 4 of them on the road. That's the mom and then 3 other children. Those were apparently her children.
Okay.
And the last one was like 4 years, 5 years. She was so small. While the mom carried some other vegetables, this small girl was carrying a bunch of okras, like
Okay.
a lot of okras to sell. And everybody was like, Madam, you're not going to allow this pikin may rest, because if you see how she was looking, they had walked distance.
Okay.
And she was like, just follow me or follow. It was like from the biggest to the smallest. And it was really, really bad. So for most families, it's actually living conditions. Maybe they are not living in a pleasant condition.
Okay.
Yeah, like
where they
things are
can
really
and the children
difficult.
can
Yes.
actually be free.
Yes, like
to know.
poverty. Poverty is one of the reasons, or in fact the overall reason why so many people allow their children to hawk these days. And because they have to, bring money from different places. Because if you can see from the things they carry, it's not even things that you'll be able to fetch them a lot of money
Okay.
at the same time.
Yeah.
So
they
they're
just
just
have
looking
to
for the
send
quick, the
Yes.
small one.
So it's like everybody has a particular amount of money or a portion to meet up at home. So you better make sure that you sell this. When you bring this together, we'll be able to cook like this and eat
Okay.
it. So many people let their children into these spaces to be able to fend for themselves. Meanwhile, on the other hand, some people just they bring other people's children and they want to put them into doing all these works
Yeah.
to not
Okay.
just an excuse for them not to go to school, and they have to sell and bring back money home. Yeah, so there are different reasons. And personally, I also, will I say an opportunity? No, it's not an opportunity. I also hawked in my
Okay.
life. So I was able to relate better with these people. There was this girl that started hawking when I was, I guess, 6 years. And I saw her every day pass our street. I didn't know that one day I also get into those
Okay.
shoes. And, when I got to... When I later on I saw that she even had like 2 children. She would strap one at the back and maybe carry the other one on the hand, and she was continuously selling this. That you can imagine how long she kept on selling them. Maybe these children she might not have married before getting them. So these
Okay.
are the things they face every day on the road, even exploitation, just as you said. And I used to sell coconuts
Okay.
from one place to the other, and sometimes somebody will see me, and because I was small then, and the person will be like, this small girl, you don't know money, oh. They're very mighty coconuts, and somebody is pricing it for 350.
Okay.
Meanwhile, the main money for the coconut is like 1.5 or something. So they want to like play you or just steal from you, or then just do something.
And then
funny.
even sometimes even much worse than that, something else that is not even maybe related
Yes.
to the market,
Yes,
things
true,
like that.
true.
And again, when you talk about, sometimes when I mention things like this, people say, yeah, when we were small, we did more than this. But
Yes.
then the world is no longer that much of it's not that safe anymore.
not that
I
safe
don't know
anymore.
if there was any point in time where it was like completely safe, but then compared to how it was from the
before.
time that we actually met, that okay, there is a difference that's gotten even much worse than it used to be.
Yes, true.
Things are likely to happen, even different formats that you don't even know, like different things that you would not even expect that something like this will happen. You're hearing that, oh, there was this woman that came, she said she's looking for road, and then the child was she told this child that was telling this, this, there are different things,
There are
that
different
scary
things.
things that some of them we don't even have the explanation, like we don't even know what happened there, or we just heard the story. Everyone has different sides like that, so it's no longer as safe as it used to be. But then somehow parents would still allow children of certain ages actually hawk. So why is that the case? Number for you to call is 0903648 5868.
That's 090-3648-5868.
It's the speed lane on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and we are also streaming live on Facebook at Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. So you can watch live on Facebook and even leave a comment if you have something to say. We are talking about, hawking. And Felicity, do you think that some of these things, especially the ones that Rita mentioned, like some parents do not actually know that this thing, like it's possible that she's not safe, he or she is not, my child might not be safe out there,
unless it's like the parent is trying to be ignorant or something, because we all know that this is what is going on.
Some people don't know.
I believe that we all know, because even if you don't, if maybe we are hearing it from somebody else's mouth or from social media, or you hear your neighbor.
Hello.
Good morning to you.
Yes. Good morning.
Yes, I am Engineer Sunday at Battery from Numbers Makudi.
All right, welcome to the show, Engineer Sunday.
Talking, I think, I don't know, it's child aberration. I should say that, child aberration.
Okay.
The issue is that parents are supposed to bring up their children so that in your old age, the children will take care of you.
Okay.
Why should children now be taking care of the parents? It is your duty to provide for your children, no matter how difficult the situation is.
Okay.
Not for them to go, expose them to danger or kidnapping or being vilified or being messed up. And then they turn out to be miscreants in the society. So I urge parents, as much as possible, give birth to the number of children you can cater for.
Okay.
And make sure you go out of your way to provide for them. Then good training, train them the way they learn, good education. That when you become feeble, when you are old, it is that time they will take care of you. It's not the other way around. It's not the children that are supposed to hawk and bring food to the house before you eat.
Okay.
No, you are putting the cart before the horse.
All right.
That's the way it should be totally discouraged. Seriously, parents must go out of their way, try to provide for their children, and not the other way around.
All right.
Thank you very much.
All right. Yeah. Thank you so much, Engineer Sunday, for calling in to be part of the show. It's the speed lane on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. You also can call in. Number for you to call is 090-3648-5868.
That's 090-3648-5868.
Or watch live on Facebook at Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. We are talking about child hawking. Why do some families allow children, of certain ages, young children, to actually go out there to hawk? And we heard from Engineer Sunday. What do you think?
So yes, he has a point there, because there are some families, let's say they want to start a family and then you're not prepared. You don't have a means of actually taking care of even a child, but then you want to get a family, or sometimes you even get pregnant out of wedlock. So how are you supposed to survive with your child? So there's like basically no option than for them to even push these children into hawking to be able to bring money for for them to be able to cater for their needs. And if you see, most of the time, if you see, it's normally girls, because these days it's not like it's almost a tradition. Very, very little children, even boys still hawk these days. But then you see some of them will be going with their mothers, and you will not even see the difference between these children and their mothers, because their mothers are also looking as small as they are. So it's like not like they are not prepared to actually have a family at the time, and there's basically no means of survival. So they have to just push them into the streets.
Felicity, you were telling us about some people actually knowing, like you feel like everyone knows,
unless maybe someone, maybe not everyone, because but I just feel like in my head I'm like, who actually doesn't know like that
the world is
not safe anymore. So I'm just thinking about like who doesn't actually like know about that, because everywhere there are stories flying left and right. Like we're always hearing there's always something coming up. This is what happened to this child. There was a child that was hawking, and then this man carried him or her, and then this is what happened, and all. So I just feel like everyone knows, unless it's out of ignorance, or unless there's absolutely like no choice. No choice.
So you see that one of no choice, I feel like that's mostly the case. Like that one of no choice, like that's the only means, because in as much as we keep saying this one, some people maybe life did not just go how they planned for it to actually go, and then they do not know that they will end up just the way that you were saying, that you used to look at that girl and you not think that you would want to carry. For some people it's more even like should I say harder situations, like you know, that they just came to realize, oh, we have to do this, so if we don't do something like this, like we are actually not going to survive. But then there's one question that I keep asking, like, would you rather maybe something happens to a child at that tender age, maybe a child that doesn't even know the difference between a child that can mistake, because someone has stopped me on the road before and was asking me, like, do you know the road like this one? And you know me, I was getting scared, because even if it's a child, like a child too can do something to you these days. I mean, I was getting scared, like, how would you say you don't know, you're carrying your this and selling, and then you don't know where you're going to? And then she was asking me, I had to ask her, okay, how did you get here that you don't know, you know, the road to actually follow and all of this. She said that she was coming here, she wanted to come and sell what, and she don't know how she will come out of this particular
area.
Yes, so I just directed her, because me, I will not carry anybody to anywhere at the end of the day, because everything can be a trap. That's what I'm talking about, you know, when it comes to safety these days, everything can be a trap. So I just told her, okay, you go like this, if you reach this side and you don't know it, still ask another person, ask another auntie, you know, ask another uncle, and then they'll show you where you're going to, you know. So for some of them, we keep wondering, like, okay, if parents already know that, like you're saying, if they already know, okay, this is something that can be maybe they can safe, it's risky, exactly, like, why would they actually still put them there? And we have said, okay, for some people it's the poverty, you know, some people trying to like survive,
some people are just being wicked.
Exactly, some people are just being wicked. That one, you know, there is that one too. But then for certain children at certain ages, you know, they small one, because I cannot just comprehend how maybe a child of 6, a child of 7, we see these things happen. We see it happen, like you see it around there, and then you're thinking of everything else that can actually happen to that child, and then you say, oh, if you even take that child to the parent, they ask you to, what do you want make we do, like, what do you want us to do, what are we supposed to, how are we going to eat, like, how is he going to, he's hustling for his school fees, you know, he's hustling for this, he's doing that. So like, what are they actually going to do? Now, you also can call in and be part of the show. Number for you to call is 090-3648-5868.
That's 090-3648-5868.
It's the speed lane on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And this morning on the show, we are talking about child hawking. Now, you can call in and let us hear from you. We are also streaming live on Facebook at Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. So you can watch live on Facebook and even leave a comment if you have something to say. You know, this is where the conversation actually gets becomes even difficult, because telling a struggling parent that don't send your child to go and hawk. Hello. Yes, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Christmas calling from Makodi.
Okay, could you speak up louder and let us hear?
Christmas calling from Makodi.
Yes, welcome to the show. Let us hear what you have to say.
Yes, I always appreciate you guys' program, but at times I wish you guys can do something about it, like to work on it. But it's just an advice and idea to share. Engineer Sonny made sure that no condition should warrant that to happen.
Okay.
Yeah, something of sort. But and he insisted that parents should mind how they give birth to children. And then for me, for my own understanding, yes, poverty can cause that, and for you to say parents should mind how they give birth to children, 1, 2, 3. Not this to, like he said this to talk.
Could you speak up louder?
Oh. Hello, he said can you hear me?
Yes, go on.
That parents should mind how they give birth to child, or but maybe mind the way you give birth, you see 1 or 2. But this state is not like that. Things do turn around, like things do turn upside down. So you can't just go and meet a parent and say, okay, I want you to give birth to 1, 2, 3. No, not now. Some people give birth to even 10. And this hawking of a thing, my dear, I think a place that I've come across a child of 3 years. I asked him, come, how are you? He said, fine. How old are you? He said, I'm 3. I'm 3. Okay, he's telling this grand of this city. I said, okay, just give me a call. Let me kind of encourage you. And I gave him 200 naira. And he left. I was like, what's happening? I do pray for him. I said I cannot help that moment. I pray for him. So, may God be with you. May God be with your friend and empower your parents in any way for them to take care of you.
Okay.
Yes. So for me, it's just a prayer, because I believe that me and you cannot do it, cannot work it. Yes, we only share idea. Like you said, you saw a lady or a girl talking, and you directed her something of sort. You see such, right? You
Yes.
directed her in order not to, I think, to avoid things that is happening. You only directed her not to say, okay, come, let me show you way, because
Yes.
you don't know what will come out of it later. So all those kind of things that do happen. Okay, just imagine that maybe you had that opportunity, or you had that way to help her. You could have done it, but the only thing you could do is just, okay, this is the way you go, and then you can see act. Yes,
Okay.
so I wish we have that way or that opportunity to work on all those things.
Okay.
It's not happen, but it's just this is our generation. It will happen.
All right.
And I believe that from this program, other parents will learn, though, Sha.
All
Thank you
right.
so much. I mean, you guys have a good day.
All right. Thank you so much. Have a good day as well. It's the Speed Lane on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And my name is Marysyntia Hangeior, and I'm here with.
Felicity Girgir.
And Rita Shamiga.
And this morning on the show, we are talking about child hawking. Now, you also can call in and be part of the show and let us hear what you think. Hello.
Yes, Engineer Sunday, as we're calling for number back online again.
All right. Let us hear what you have to say.
Yes, I want to let you know that there is nothing in this world that doesn't have a solution.
Okay.
Seriously, there is nothing that doesn't have a solution, unless you don't want to give a solution.
Could you speak up louder? We can barely hear you.
The book of 1 Timothy chapter 5 verse 8 says that any father or parent who cannot take care of his family is worse than an infidel.
Okay.
See, the Bible says, so shall a man leave his father and mother and marry. Marriage is not for boys. Before you marry, you should be a man. Prepare. You bring out children, you should know how to take care of them. Like I say, that children are supposed to be brought up so that when you grow old and become people, children will now take care of you. It shouldn't be the other way around.
Okay.
So, unless you are sick, you are incapacitated, you can go out and push wheelbarrow and make sure you pay for your family.
Okay.
You will send somebody who is 3 years or 4 years out to do what? What they kidnap him or her. Or if the child is not there at all, will you not survive? And you don't have children.
Okay.
Will you not survive? How will you go and push mind up to the road, endangering their life? It is totally condemnable. Seriously.
All right.
It is just harass it. I start by foundation. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in to be part of the show. It's the Speed Lane on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. You also can call in. Let us hear what you think. We are talking about child hawking. People talk about, well, it's poverty. It's maybe someone has a disability or maybe something that makes them not to be able to do something for themselves. Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
It's not calling back, please.
All right. Go on.
Okay, what if you talk of father, mother? Then let's look at this English and communication skills. One of our material. It said parent and child separation. What of if the parent, I mean the husband and the wife, has issue, and the husband left the wife, and the wife cannot meet up? But most things that is happening in the street now, the mother, I mean the woman, rather do carry the load of the children being with her. At times the man will run, or the man will not even take care of the wife. Say, okay, yes, I'm the one that impregnated you. And what of how did that put it? Unplanned pregnancy that do happen in the street every day.
Okay.
Every day. Yes, I mean, let me put that, I'm a street person, so I do see things that happen in the street almost every day. So what of unplanned pregnancy that the young girls who have these days? Tell me, and maybe some of them will not even know who impregnated them. So tell me, the end of it now, who will take care of them? And maybe some of them, their parents will even chase them out of their house. Yes, it happens every day, almost every day, and as we speak now, happens. Yes.
All right.
Once it come across us, then you say the girl should not care them all. And if you give that to the child, the child can assist. Is it not to assist? For me, for me. So I don't know. My own is that yes, he said, the son said everything has a solution.
Okay.
Everything in life has a solution. Yes, it's a nature's fault. But if you leave me, why don't you say this errand, this again? It's not everything that you say, okay, it has a solution. The solution, can you solve it?
All right.
So,
All right.
the solution can you solve it at that moment?
Mhm.
That you need that thing.
All
So I
right.
think for me, the only solution is just God's intervention.
All right. All right. Thank you so much for calling in to share that with us. It's the Speed Lane on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yes. Yes. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
I'm calling from Makodi. My name is Joshua.
All right. Welcome to the show, Joshua. We're talking about child hawking.
Yes, the contribution I have is hawking in the first place is not that bad. It's using underage. Allowing your underage children to go into hawking, that's the bad part of it.
Okay.
So there's an experience I had with a little girl. She was walking one particular Sunday and she misplaced her way. She came from North Bank and I met her around this police headquarters side. So she doesn't know the area she was then. So she was like asking me, Uncle, I came from so side of the town, but I can't find my way back to home.
Okay.
So I have to call somebody that I know that is into this NGO stuff, and the person called a barrister, and we met with the barrister, and we took the girl down to her house that very day. We discovered that the woman was less concerned because she had other children. It was her sister's child that she sent out to go and sell. So when we saw the condition, the barrister became angry and wanted arresting the woman. Me now that was pleading for the woman, and we gave her a serious warning. The thing is, poverty is a thing that we are facing in this country. That's one, but it should not make you send your children or other people's children to the street that is not up to age. Of some of them, they take advantage of them.
All right.
Some knocked down by vehicle and different things happen. So though the condition is if you are poor, before you send a child out to go and sell, you check the age of this child.
Yes.
That's what I believe.
All right. All right. Thank you so much, Joshua, for calling in to be part of the show. It's the Speed Lane on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, and I'm here with
Felicity Girgir.
And Rita Shamiga.
and we are talking about child hawking. You also can call in, let us hear what you think. It's 090-3648-5868.
That's 090-3648-5868.
Let us hear you. Let us hear what you think. We are talking about child hawking. People have been talking about, things like poverty, having maybe families, maybe someone with a disability, or some that like Christmas was mentioning. Okay, some people is maybe all those unexpected situations that they ended up in. But Engineer Sunday says there is a solution.
And
Hello. Hello. Good morning. Yes. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes. What is your name?
Esther Daniel.
Esther Daniel. Welcome to the show. All right, make sure you move away from your radio set before you call in so that we can hear you clearly. And Felicity, you wanted to say something.
First thing, I'll comment on the story that Joshua actually shared. Just imagine that child did not know where she was even coming from, because most of the times they don't even know I'm living at North Bank or I'm living a first checking point. They don't even know. So just imagine she did not know where would they have started from, to actually maybe be seeing posters flying around everywhere, and then
with a nonchalant kind of person she was living.
That's why I said
you'd have seen posters.
And I said that's why I said about is some people is wickedness, because why would you even do that? And then for our other two callers, I'm actually with Engineer Sunday, because and then about what Chrisman actually said about unwanted people, unwanted pregnancies and all of that. But for me, this is my own opinion. Let me first of all say that why would you even get pregnant if you know that you cannot support a child? And then that's why I'm always like, okay, you as a woman, you should have some even small something going on for yourself. Don't always be depending on a man. For me, me. And then like even yes, they may happen, but why should you? That's why I said I'm with Engineer Sunday, because you are bringing a child to the world. What do you think like the responsibilities are going to be like? And then you are just bringing a child to the world to do what if you cannot support the child?
You know that there are some questions, there are some things that I feel like personally they can not happen to me. You know how people say that, okay, this thing will happen to you. There are some things that I feel like, okay, maybe if it comes to, I can end up in a situation, okay, maybe something is happening, or maybe I don't have enough, and then maybe my child having to, I don't have a child yet, but like maybe my child having to do that. But then there are some situations that I feel like there is no way you cannot catch me, like there, you know, some things. But then that would not say that like I will question every single person. Like I don't know if you understand me. That wouldn't say that I know for every exactly. I don't know for everybody, because some people, you know, maybe they were so sure of, you know, there are some people that they were so sure of what they had going on, you know, everything. There are sometimes that life will just feel like, you know, it's so bright, and then there is nothing that you had to see. So personally, I feel like I'm way too okay. Let me I say that, but then sometimes I am still I still have to fear a little, because you never know. There are some things I feel like, okay, I would not end up in that situation at all, but still I kind of understand with people, some persons that end up, there are some people that you look at and you hear their story and you say, okay, this one was careless. But there are some people that I actually understand that, okay, it looked right, like it looked like nothing was going to happen. You know, maybe a business person, in one day you can be, everything can be going well, and all of a sudden that day sales just dropped, everything, you know, it can just crash.
And not just that, for young ladies or young girls that are looking forward to having children, or maybe you just had a child out of wedlock, just as Felicity said. I think the first time
that said something about having a child out of wedlock?
Yeah,
Okay.
So for the first time that you've seen that this thing is not working out and it's not going to be easy, I think people should be able to calm down before having another child, because these days you see child mothers being mothers to children, and you're also hawking, you're carrying another child at your back, and the other one that is working is like that is at your hand is like 1 year or something,
and then the other one they are backing.
Yes, true. So that kind of stress, people should be able to save themselves from it and look for something doing, because aside talking, there are skills that people can also learn to be able to master in, and also sell, like to also be the masters in those fields and sell. And then on my own part, my mom is really hardworking, like very hardworking, and it got to a point where things became so tight that feeding her was like difficult. So she had to start this coconut business, and she would take a bag of coconut on credit, and she wanted to be doing the business on her own, but then it became so difficult because she was a teacher then, and sometimes they would not pay them for like 7 months. It was a private institute, and she will bring the bag of coconuts back home. Before she sells and finish, almost half of the bag is already rotten. So how will she pay back, putting us in more debts than the original situation? So I had to, you know, start helping her to sell it, because it was on credit. There was no way to feed, and things were really, really rough. So I had to like start. I said, Mom, let's just sell this thing. I can also do this. And I will even joke about it that I'm the managing director of this business. And she'll be like, you can't do this, because I was not used to it at the time. But when I got to carrying these things around in the street, I can't wise. So I started carrying all these things. I started carrying it around, and I will make sure that I will pack some that will be able to, let's say, so a good number of coconuts, so I'll be able to take around and sell them, because my mom is really hardworking. And when I carry these things to go out, she'll be like, Mama, come. You know, I don't like this thing that you're doing. Then she will now rub me anointing oil and say, any evil eye, I come against it. So sometimes the situations you find yourself are really unplanned. And maybe for some children that, because at that time I was 12 years. I got to 12 years and I was almost 13. But no, I was tough. So I started doing it and helping her. And to the point where the coconut business became so bad, we had to start selling crayfish and fish. So sometimes situations that you find yourself in, even if you don't want to, you just have to do it.
So what do you think? Hello?
Yes, I am back in the Sunday after. Let me make myself clear. I also was a small boy. I grew up in my family. You would definitely train your children. We are talking about the age here now. The age. It's somebody that is 3 years, 4 years, 5 years.
Yes.
Okay, the other girl will say it was 12 years. That is okay.
Okay.
3 years, 4 years, 5 years. How can you send that person out to do what? Someone that doesn't even know himself or herself.
Okay.
That's exactly what you are saying. If not, but there's dignity in labor. We all bring up our children. I'm a grandfather. I brought up my children. I train them. They work hard. But they don't put them in danger. At a particular age when they are too little, you send them out to go and do what? That is wickedness. That's what I'm saying exactly.
All right,
Yes,
all
we
right.
get your point.
If your children at home without doing anything, then they will spoil. You teach them how to know the dignity of labor. You should know when and where to send them to. That is exactly what we are saying.
All right.
Not to teach children 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. To go and do what? That's what we are
Exactly.
saying.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you so much for calling in to say that. Engineer Sunday. So we don't have much time left. What can we do? People say, okay, there is this one, there is circumstances, there is poverty, there's everything. But what exactly can we do? Number for you to call is 09036485868.
That's 09036485868.
Felicity, what can we actually do better?
Okay,
Should we
so
say like nobody should hawk?
Have children.
child hawking is a no. Children from certain ages, I don't think it's right for them to hawk like 3 years, like somebody was saying. 3 years. Does she even like know her name, his or her name? So but like as other people have been saying, like sometimes it gets like too, you don't have a choice, and why not just find like somewhere and say, okay, this is your station. Okay, you
At
now
least
keep
you know where to look for that child
you
if
know where to
something
look for that
happen.
child. If something, okay, this is your station, keep the thing in front. Okay, your own, you as the person that is selling, you just sit there.
Hello. Yes. What is your name and where are you calling from?
My name is okay. I'm calling from Madam Garage.
All right. Quickly, we are talking about the way out. Child hawking. Let us hear what you have to say.
Okay. It's very contained discussion. I hear it. I'm very happy on it.
All right.
Some of parents, they are very wicked. Very wicked. In fact, they don't even think of tomorrow. Some people can even say they just raise the children that they can born.
Okay.
Some even raise 20. They even raise 10. And they don't even have a teacher. They don't even have any. They don't even have anything to do.
All right.
They are born when they born the child of 13 years, 5 years will begin to hawk him.
All right.
And they will push all the suffer to the children. Easy for them to stand and begin to walk in.
All right.
There is some of father, special father. Now, they will leave their children. Some even enter hotel, begin to eat anything they want. When they come house, they will begin to feed children. They don't even drop anything for children to eat. So those things should not be like that.
All right.
I think first of all, the important thing that you have to do is to take care of your children first before you go to eat anything in your hotel.
All right. Thank you so much. We don't have much time left. So, Rita, tell us, you have been there yourself. What do you think where we can actually do better? Because there are so many, you can see that there's so many reasons, that people have to actually say. So, is it that we should discourage, child hawking, or is there something that we can do better?
Yes, so first of all, a minor is a minor. And sorry. A minor is a minor, and there is no reason whatsoever that a child of 6 years, 5 years should be sent hawking. So what they should do is, if life gets so bad like that, you should be able to, in fact, look at the mistakes you've made in the past and then work on it. How can you get something better, like skills that you invest your time in to be able to do, to fend for your family? Because you don't know what these children face on a daily, because so many of them, if you hear their stories, in fact, it's so bad. So as much as you can, even if you have somebody's child, don't treat that person's child as if the person doesn't matter. So
all right. It's been the Speed Lane on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and this morning we have been talking about child hawking. It's not always a simple story of good parents or bad parents. Sometimes there is poverty, sometimes there's family business, sometimes there is a desire to maybe even teach responsibility, sometimes and fortunately, circumstances, some things that lead people there. But what we are saying is that the safety of your child is more important than, maybe even the money or some things like that. You would rather not hear bad news that anything happened to that child, for you to maybe get the money you're looking for. I mean, you would want that child to be safe. So what can you do? Just like our callers, some solutions. It has to start like from way back, just like Engineer Sunday, and some people. And then for some solutions, finding a safe space that child should actually stay. Like, this is where you are. If something happens, you know where you're looking at them from. Teach them the basic things. If someone is trying to manipulate you, call you to this side, do not go to that place. Only sell where things like that. So that is it for the speed line this morning. I've been your host. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, and I've been here with
Felicity Girgir
and Rita Shamiga.
Coming up next at 10 a.m. is King James 90s Top 10. Keep enjoying music of your life.
This is
Asking Radio 98.5 FM.